Once upon a time, Buddha was sitting with his disciples. One of them asked him, "Lord, what is karma?" Buddha said, "Let me tell you a story. After that, you will understand karma very well." Buddha then started telling a story to his disciples. The story goes as follows. A king and his minister were touring his kingdom on his elephant when they stopped in front of a shop in the market. The king said to his minister, "I don't know why, but I want to hang the owner of this shop." The minister was shocked, but before he could ask the king why, the king had moved on. The next day, the minister went to that shop dressed as one of the locals to see the shopkeeper. He casually asked him how his business was faring. The shopkeeper, a sandalwood merchant, replied sadly that he had hardly any customers. People would come to his shop, smell the sandalwood, praise its quality, but rarely anyone would buy anything. The shopkeeper's only hope was that the king of the kingdom would die soon, and there would be a huge demand for sandalwood for performing his last rituals. As he was the only sandalwood merchant around, he believed his business would thrive after the death of the king. The minister now understood why the king had stopped in front of the shop and expressed a desire to kill the shopkeeper. Perhaps the shopkeeper's negative thoughts had affected the king, who had felt the same kind of negative thought arising within him. The minister was wise and pondered for a while. Without revealing who he was or what had happened the day before, he expressed a desire to buy some sandalwood. The shopkeeper was pleased and wrapped the sandalwood and handed it over to the minister. When the minister returned to the palace, he went straight to the court where the king was seated and reported that the sandalwood merchant had sent a gift for him. The king was surprised when he opened the package. The sandalwood had a fine golden color, and its fragrance was lovely. The king was pleased and sent some gold coins to the sandalwood merchant. The king also felt sorry in his heart for his unpleasant thought of killing the shopkeeper. When the shopkeeper received the gold coins from the king, he was astonished. He expressed his gratitude to the king and started praising the king who had saved him from the brink of poverty through the gold coins. He started repenting for having negative thoughts towards the king for his own personal goal. After telling the story to his disciples, Buddha said, "If we have good and kind thoughts for another person, that positive thought will come back to us in a favorable way. But if we harbor evil thoughts for others, then those thoughts will come back to us as retribution." Then Buddha asked his disciples after listening to this story, "Now you tell me, what is karma?" Many disciples replied, "Lord, our words, our deeds, our feelings, and our actions. These are all our karma." Buddha shook his head and said, "Your thoughts are your karma." The story of Buddha and his disciples provides us with important insights that can be applied to our daily lives. One significant lesson is the recognition of the power of our thoughts. The story highlights that our thoughts play a crucial role in shaping our experiences and influencing the world around us. By being mindful of our thoughts and consciously cultivating positive and compassionate thinking, we can create a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Moreover, the story introduces the concept of karma, which emphasizes the consequences of our thoughts, intentions, and actions. It reminds us that our choices have a ripple effect, impacting not only ourselves but also those around us. Understanding this principle helps us become more aware of the energy we emit into the world and encourages us to align our thoughts and actions with kindness, empathy, and positivity. The interconnectedness of beings is another key aspect highlighted in the story. It demonstrates that our thoughts and actions have the potential to influence others, just as the negative thoughts of the shopkeeper affected the king. This interconnectedness serves as a reminder of our shared humanity and the responsibility we have to uplift and inspire those we encounter. By radiating positive energy, we contribute to creating a more compassionate and supportive environment. Furthermore, the story underscores the importance of empathy and understanding. The minister's wisdom lies in his ability to approach the shopkeeper with curiosity and compassion, seeking to understand the root cause of his negative thoughts. This teaches us the value of withholding judgment, extending empathy towards others, and acknowledging that their actions may stem from their own struggles or misconceptions. By practicing empathy, we foster understanding, forgiveness, and resolution in our relationships. In practical terms, applying these lessons entails actively cultivating positive thinking, being accountable for our thoughts and actions, and striving to create a positive ripple effect in the world. It involves monitoring our thoughts, replacing negative ones with positive affirmations, and choosing kindness and compassion in our interactions. By taking responsibility for our energy and treating others with respect and understanding, we contribute to a more harmonious and uplifting reality for ourselves and those around us.